Okay, we are live for the last live stream of 2025. It is Wednesday. It is New Year's Eve. So, Happy New Year, everybody. We are doing Planet Zoo today. Gonna start loading that in. I hope everybody has a good New Year's. Don't forget to be responsible and have a designated driver or have some kind of plans in place if you plan on partying hard later today. Sorry, my mom being my mom. Alrighty. So, when we last left off, well, let me throw this into pause. We had finished landscaping around our ATM area. This feels empty over here though, right? Like, I thought I had added in some benches. Did I not? I must not have. I thought I did. Maybe I didn't save it? I don't know. Thought I did. I mean, obviously they're not here, so I guess I didn't. And I did not add another light pole here. I guess maybe I just didn't think I needed one. Okay, there we go. So we got this all decorated up. We got some security cameras in different places. Alright, so that was our tropical C is for centipede area. Oh, we're gonna have a talk and nobody's over here. We have no guests over here, really. I've got one set of guests over the cassowaries. It's gonna take a little bit blah 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 blah. Not awake yet. It's gonna take a little bit of time for people to filter on over here. So, I also don't have that many people in the park right now. Alright, But when we last left off, we were working on our bathroom. Now, I'm not going to add a cut through like I have before, because we've got the cut through back here by the centipedes. The staff can use that if they want to get back there. That's more than fine. So we need to trim out this building for starters, because we didn't finish working on this guy. I do have a playlist for this zoo, compiled on the YouTube channel. It's a archive of all of the live building sessions that we've done. I don't think I've done any build sessions for this one off stream. Like, I don't believe I have. Okay. Alrighty. Never really sure how much I want this to extend out from the building. Well, I don't want to go into the ground though. That's probably a little too far. Okay, so I'm gonna put you there. Well, let's see. I can get you kind of lined up there. And we kind of do that. I'm gonna have to turn climbing off on all of this. How far do I have you sticking out? Not that far. I mean, it's probably okay, but... Okay, so I need to... Ugh, really? Okay. So, this guy. Question is, how tall do I want you to go? That's kind of touching there. me do this side first. You know what? Yeah, let me do that. And then this guy. We can have him nudge just a little bit there. And then this duplication can kind of just sit. Right there. Okay. These two. Duplicate to there. Okay. Now I'm going to grab these three windows. I'm going to bring them down just slightly. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4 are going to duplicate you all. To the back side of the building. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Okay. You guys are hopefully going to cooperate. Alrighty. I'm gonna duplicate these guys. Oh, that's okay. Well, Alright, I guess that's good enough. And then these two. Seriously? What is happening? It's being dumb. Alright, you know what? I guess what we should have done was just grab these two and just drag them that way. Okay, I need something up here. We need something, right? We need a little something. I just don't know what that something is yet. That's too big. So, how high do I want to take you? Like, it's not bad. Well, first of all, let's make it the right color. Do we want to go with that? I don't know. It's very... Hey, look at me. Can't change the brick color on that. This one I can. This one kind of takes up a bit more space. But I don't know, is it still too much? Like that one would definitely let light in. Alright, so I'm gonna come down to blueprints, right? I'm gonna go to my blueprints. So these are ones that I have made and saved over the course of working on multiple different zoos. Okay. Is this too big? Or do we think we're good? Like, I might have to... Or I might decide to change the background colors here. Okay, so this kind of fits nestled in there. So this guy. I thought I had saved it where I had changed the colors, but I guess not. Okay, and let me grab these guys. Do I like that better as pink, or do I like it better as brown? I think I kind of like it better with the brown. And then it breaks up all of the pink, you know? Oh, hello, Diz. Hope you are doing okay today. Yeah, the brown looks a little bit better. Like, I don't mind the white, and I think I used the white on the front gate. But, back here, the pink feels a little more appropriate. Alright, I do need to sink the sign in a little bit further. Really? I just want the sign, bro. Thank you. Didn't realize I was sitting up quite so high. Oh. Oh. If only that was a little bit smaller. That would be really cool. As like an art concept piece. If they were shrunk down just a little bit. So we'll get that kind of in there. Alright, so then this guy, I just didn't want the edge of the sign completely visible. Yeah, it feels a little bit more even. Alright, that's pretty good there. The big sign might be overkill, but it's okay. It's gonna be fine. Alright, now I usually put the lights on here, but I'm kind of feeling them up here this time. Kinda. I don't know. You know what? We're gonna have light emanating off those windows, so maybe it would be too much. Now, this light, is gonna look a little different. I flipped it upside down. It's in the game. It's a base piece, but it's facing the other way with the ball on the top. I just flipped it upside down because I liked it better this way. But when you first come across it, it's gonna be in this position. So if you're having trouble finding the light that I was using, that's why. Alright, I think I want some shrubbery over on this side, just to kind of carry over the shrubbery. Let's see. Let's start. Oh, nope, 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 nope. Is that the height I had that at? Yeah, okay. There's like a, it's a hedge, so there's roots, tree trunks, shrubby trunks under this that have it sit up off the ground. I always drop it so that it's like flush with the ground. I don't know, I just like it better that way. Again, you guys do your stuff how you like it. It's your zoo, right? So if you don't like it the same way somebody else does it, that's fine. That's the beauty of this. You can do it your way. So I'm trying to keep a listen for Mr. Bean and making sure he's not in trouble, because the family drama from last week over the family heirloom is still going on. Apparently we had washed our hands of it and we're like, fine, nobody gets it, and y'all can let your emotions calm down and we'll have clear heads and we'll talk about this after Christmas, since it wasn't intended to be a Christmas gift. Okay? Let's just all take a breather. It's gonna be okay. But this is stupid. So, and the husband and I we're sick of it. We're like, no. No, 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 no. Well, then there was apparently a fight Because there's always a fight, not a physical fight, but there was a verbal fight, once again, between all of his aunts at their family New Year, Christmas Eve party. I'm like, seriously? Oh, that's right. I just sat that there before because I didn't want to embed it where the hedges were going to go yet. And I'm like, because we thought it was weird because his mom was supposed to go to one of her sisters for Christmas Day. And he messaged her to be like, what time are you leaving? What do I have to do with the dog out there? And they're like, oh, we're not going. So-and-so has a headache. And I'm like, that sucks. To have a migraine on Christmas Day when you're supposed to be hosting a dinner and all that. Turns out we don't believe there was a migraine. Turns out there was a verbal fight that happened on Christmas Eve at the other aunt's house, and over this stupid thing, mind you. And we had given the thing to his mom so that they could figure it out. Because at that point, he was mad and he wanted to be done with it. Because everybody kept going back and forth and everybody was fighting back and forth on the phone, playing phone tag. And he's like, this is too much. He goes, just decide something and go with it. He goes, I'm done. This is stupid. Every time I get off the phone with somebody, 5 seconds later, when I bring the other person up to date, y'all have changed your minds again. He's like, no, stop it. They were all being children for people in their freaking 70s. He's like, stop. This is too much. And, well, he was originally approached about selling said item to a different family member so that he had the money to replace said item, which was what he was originally keeping it for. And he had been approached about this as a transaction, a business transaction, and he's like, okay. He was okay with that because that's how it was brought up to him. And he wrote up the bill of sale and everything, and we thought we were good. And then there was conflict about whose name should be on the bill of sale, so he changed it, and then there was more, and he was like, no. So he let his mom take it to New Year's Eve, or Christmas Eve, excuse me, so that they could figure out what the hell they were going to do with it. It's like, I thought we weren't dealing with this till after Christmas. He goes, I just want it to be done. It's like, okay. It's like, it's your item. And, apparently, his mom just handed it over because the other family members talked her into just giving it to the other family member with no money exchanged. So, Christmas Day, I had said to him, I was like, what happened with said item? I'm not going to say what the item was, because I don't want problems. And he goes, I don't know. He's like, I'm not going to deal with it today. I don't want to get riled up over it. He's like, I'm just going to ask her tomorrow. I was like, okay. I said, because I really don't want her driving around with said item in her car. It's a sensitive item, and I don't think that should just be tumbling around in her trunk. So the day after Christmas, he asked her what the deal was with it. And he was livid. He goes, they talked her into just handing it over to somebody at the party didn't call me and tell me what was going on. His mom has a fucking cell phone. She pays such a huge bill for his and her cell phone plan together, right? So ridiculous how much they spend on it, but he tries to say it's because they have the unlimited data on it, and I'm like, she doesn't need all those streaming services on her phone, though. That would certainly help if she's that worried about money. And she didn't call him, didn't text him, didn't say boo to him about the change of the plan, and I think she knew he was gonna be mad, and that's why she didn't do it. But she's a very easy for her sisters to talk into doing something stupid without thinking about it first. So he was livid. He goes, this was approached to me as a transactional thing. If somebody had called and talked to me about it and let me think about it for a minute, I would have been willing to just hand it over. But no, nobody talked to me. Nobody discussed this with me. It's my item. He's like, I own the thing. And they're just deciding who's going to get it and just cutting me out of the conversation entirely. If he hadn't asked, nobody would have told him what had happened with it. We were pissed. He was really pissed. Rightfully so, right? So I said, what about the money? Where's the money? You were supposed to be paid for that. And he goes, she didn't get any. And we're like, what? What are you talking about? He's like, she didn't get any money. I was like, yo. And he goes, I am so mad. He goes, I'm not speaking to her right now. He's like, this is ridiculous. He goes, I don't want to talk about it. I'm pissed. I'm like, all right. About let's say about 45 minutes ago, husband gets a text from someone, from his uncle through marriage to one of his aunts, saying, hey, come up to such and such town. I've got the money for you. And he's like, what? Or no, yesterday he had said something about wanting to meet together to exchange the money. And I was like, we were under the impression that this uncle did not gain possession of this item at the party, and that's what the whole big thing was, and that's why his wife, one of his mom's sisters, had canceled her coming to Christmas Day because she was mad over the whole thing, and they were fighting about it, and we were under the impression that the item did not go to the right person. So we thought he was screwed out of the money. We're talking a couple $100. And we're like, what? I said to him, I said, where's the item? 'Cause we're not accepting money for an item that we don't know who's in possession of said item. Because this family fights over money in the blink of an eye. And I'm like, no. We're not getting roped into this any more than we already have been. Where's the item before we start talking about money being exchanged now? Because we don't know where the item is. We haven't seen it since Christmas Eve or the day before Christmas Eve. No, it was Christmas Eve. And he's like, I don't know who has it. He goes, last I heard it was handed to so-and-so. And I was like, but isn't that who was supposed to get it? And he goes, I don't know. They can't get their shit together. And he's like, I don't know who was supposed to get it now. Because so-and-so, the one aunt was mad because she was under the impression it was supposed to be going to somebody else. And he's like, I don't fucking know. They're all fucking children. And I was like, okay. Right. So I said, you need to find out. You either need to message your uncle back, or you need to talk with your mom. Preferably your uncle. And make sure who has this thing. Because we're not taking money for a business transaction and have it come back to bite us in the ass because the item was already handed over to somebody else. Like, no. So he talked to his mom and then talked to his uncle again, and they said, no, they have the item. I was like, okay, that's fine. But this story has flip-flopped 30 times. And I don't want to take this money if it's not with who it belongs to now. Because your family is crazy. And I don't want to be roped into nonsense if we don't need to be. How do I want to do this roof? Kind of rather do this roof. Okay, yeah, you know what? Let's change that. Let's change it up. I'm gonna have ads here in a second. I've been snoozing them while I was talking. I don't know if I want it to be that tall. Do I want it to be that tall? I don't have very many tall things over here. Maybe we could go that tall. It's gonna look silly though. Maybe not. It's exhausting dealing with his family. We don't even talk to 2/3 of them anymore because of how they treated his mental health issues. If we could get away with not talking to his mom or going extremely low contact, we would, but we can't right now. Because his mom still acts like his issues aren't real at times, and I'm like, what the hell is your problem, lady? He's been diagnosed with these issues. He wasn't even trying for an autism diagnosis. He's on one anxiety medication. He tried one. It ended up giving him serotonin poisoning. So he couldn't take that one. It was too strong. And then they put him on a different one, which kind of takes the edge off of his anxiety sometimes. It doesn't always help much. It helps a tiny bit. To where he's not, like, locked in the bathroom all day because he can't stand the thought of leaving that tiny space. So it helps in that regard. It's just, he does have rough days while he's on it. It's not a magical fix-it situation. But he was trying to get diagnosed for his anxiety and his depression, and his one counselor, I guess, was like, here, what is happening? Cats! Why does that want to be down there? This is dumb. Okay. Alright. I guess I'm gonna have to do it this way. Maybe because I put the other larger piece up there? I don't know. We'll fix it. I just have to go about it a different way. Yeah, that's good enough. And, he got his test results back. And he's like, what the fuck? And I was like, what? He goes, it says I'm on the autistic spectrum. And I was like, well, you know, that does explain a lot. And he's like, oh my god. He's like, this makes so much sense. I was like, well, yeah, maybe. It was rather surprising. But, he's currently on disability. Because it was so bad that he... Like, he can function without... Like, he can function to a degree, but then there's... Like, he can drive and stuff, and... But when it comes to, like, repetitive... You know, like, being somewhere by a certain time... having to stay in that location for X number of hours, and all of the demands that come with a job every day, he can hang in there for like a limited amount of time, and then it's too much. Custom ship, that's what I'm looking for. Like, I totally get it. So this is the one that we made. But, they had a, I don't know if she's, like, a job therapist? Like, I don't know what her actual title was. I don't know if it was, like, a job analyst or something. Somebody that was like that can kind of evaluate like the type of jobs that certain people can handle, I guess. And she's like, yeah, he would end up not being able to hold down a job. She's like, there's very few jobs that he could do. I guess that's as good as we're gonna get. And he did work for a while. And it wasn't like he was constantly bouncing, but then it just hit a certain point and just couldn't fight through it anymore. Like, every day would be a constant battle. Mental health-wise, of getting through the day. What ones were they? So this one? Might have been this one. That one is kind of... I guess I like need to be right on the edge. Where do I want this to sit? Right about there might be good. Alright. We are going to change the colors here. Huh. That was supposed to make a noise. Why didn't that make a noise? That was bizarre. Hello. I'm having trouble with stream elements, and I don't know why. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for the follow. Why did that not? Alright, so it might do something on the stream. I apologize. It was supposed to do that. With sound. But... That's weird. That it didn't do it originally. I live to... and I adored? Yes, thank you for joining in here today. Appreciate that. Hope you're having a good day. Happy New Year's. Don't know if you've crossed over into the new year yet. We have not yet where I am at. We've got quite a few hours to go. Alright, so we've got that. That was weird. Should that... yeah, that should have come from Stream Elements. Stream Elements is being fussy. I've got two different alert sounds. I've got the chat alert, and then I've got the Stream Elements stuff. And I don't know if the Stream Elements stuff is actually activating. Doesn't seem like it. I don't know, man. I give up. I give up with that. I don't know where the sound's supposed to be coming from now. I don't know. Husband's not here. He usually fixes it. Like, fix it. It's not doing the thing. Oh, goodness me. So, we are working on a children's zoo with an alphabetical theme to it. Such as, like, A is for, B is for, sort of stuff here. Oh, okay. That is kind of where it needs to be. Okay, cool. That's not staying green, by the way. I don't want it to be climbable. How do I turn off the climbable? Not through this window. Apparently. Let's go to this window. Okay. So we have started to put some of our letter C animals in. There we go. So we've got a pair of cassowaries over here. Wait, was I not in the... Ah, damn it. I wasn't in the right build mode. It's fine. So we got our cassowaries chilling in here somewhere. We just put in our centipedes. Last week. We got them all cleaned up. And right now we are working on an information booth and bathroom. That back there is our B is for Bats Cave. I've got at least 2 more things I'm gonna put in for the letter C. I originally really wanted to do like a crocodile river. Don't know if I've got enough room. Because we are up here in this back corner, or this front corner rather. There's the entrance. So this is, we've got a couple of A animals up here. I kind of went a little too crazy on letter B. If I'm perfectly honest, I probably did go a little overboard on that. Because I didn't list out all of our animals ahead of time. So I didn't have a good grasp of how many I still had to put in. So that's one boundary. That's one boundary, I think. And then there's the other boundary. So I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get everybody in here. Especially if I end up doing the crocodile river, because that's gonna take some space. Because I was thinking maybe up above walkway over the crocodiles. And like the crocodile that came in, and I think there was somebody else. I think there was at least 3. Let me grab my spreadsheet real quick. I've got everybody lined out for who I shuffled under what letter. Alright, so there was a saltwater crocodile, a gharial, which was a type of crocodile, a spectacled caiman, and there was the dwarf caiman. So it was like 4 species. I'm like, I don't know if I can get all them in there. But now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know if I'm gonna do the crocodiles. It was just an idea I was toying with. I mean, we could go camel maybe instead. That wouldn't take up as much space. But at the same time, it kind of amused me having the river and like popping in like the habitats here and having the walkway come up this way kind of over top of them, and maybe having a ramp down to where the boat ride would be, where you can get like a ground level view of them maybe. I don't know. I'm not quite there yet, so I need to put in my little tiny cat house and the cockroaches first before I get to deep in the weeds on that, probably. Oh, that's what happened. I went into blueprints. And I didn't go back into the build mode on this one. That's what I did. Okay. Like, how did I get out of that build mode? That's how I did it. Alright, so how thick of a kickboard do I want this to be? That's probably good enough. Alright, let's make you the right color. Okay. Turn climbing off on you, because we definitely don't need it on this piece. And we've put in a food court back here. It helps if my hand doesn't jerk to the side. There we go. Before I let go. Like, that's helpful. You... Do I want to do another one here? That's kind of fun. Alright, let's go with that. And then we'll do one all the way up top. Okay, that does make me want to slightly move this, though. Maybe we take that to... maybe there. That's probably better. Okay. So, will you cooperate? No. That's just silly. Why would you think that would cooperate, friend? That's just nonsense. Sometimes they do. And they surprise me. Okay. And we'll move you to the back. Now see, you don't look like you're up as high as the other one, though. Oh, because that one's not. Okay. I was looking at it badly. Okay, that's better. Alright, so we're gonna duplicate you. Okay, apparently you're going to this side first. Not the side I was planning on, but that's okay. Can't really see you that well up under this roof edge. Anyhow, that's fine. Okay, middle piece. Because y'all got mad when I tried to do this with all of you together at the same time. Okay. Oh, no. Oh. Is the top like that? Ah, yes. Because of course it is. I'm like, oh yeah, this is fine. No. No, it's not. Okay, good enough, right? Can't see it that well up there anyhow. Alright, and then we'll just bring this guy on over into here. Does anybody have any plans for New Year's Eve? We're not doing anything. We are staying here. We are I don't even know if we're going to be awake at midnight, to be perfectly honest. We might be, just in case the doggo gets upset. Because people in this area like to shoot off fireworks. And he gets real upset because he thinks they're thunder. They're not supposed to be shooting anything off. Because we have a burn ban in place. But, you know, the lovely, lovely people in this area, they don't care about that. What did I make the other awning? They don't care. The burn ban is for you and not for me. Sort of. Oh, that's how I did. Oh, okay. I did the flat letters. Alright. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. That makes sense. But, I mean, all the information booths don't have to be identical, so that's fine. You can have a little variety to them. I'm okay with that. Alright, so the question is now, how high do you... Alright, so if I put you there, then I'm gonna bring this guy back down, actually. So I try to make it look like that is kind of hooked through the bottom. Alright. We need signs. And we will pop that into there just a bit. Alright. And then we need to go and find our construction letters. Just a minute. I'll be right back. Give me 5 minutes, not even. Maybe 2 minutes. Sorry about that. My mom wanted to go outside to smoke, and I had to find the kitten, so the kitten didn't dart out the door on her. Because he has previously. Because she's not fast enough to block him or catch him. So, let's see. Is that the I? H-I. Okay. No. Oh, there it was. Okay. So we will pull you forward. Now, I don't think I can get away with the bubble letters here. I think they're too big. I think that's why I went with these flat ones. And even as it was pretty tight fit. Now I'm going to pull this off just a little bit, so that way I can grab them and reposition them as needed, because if I stick it right on the thing, I'm going to have a hell of a time grabbing them again. I-N F. Usually the husband grabs the cat, but the husband's not here, and then she's like, well, where is he? And I was like, I really don't want to get into this right now, because it's going to be a whole huge thing. Well, is something wrong? I'm like, no, nothing's wrong. It's fine. I just don't want to get into it right now. For May. T. I. O. Alright, so let's gather up everybody here. Alright, that looks pretty centered, I think. Alright, now. Whoop, too far. Grab my lights again. It's just been easier to drag them around with me, two of the lights that I've been putting on stuff. So I've got two that I can pull from. Right here. Well, that one's a little more centered, isn't it? Guess it does look better centered. Okay. Now, I would like... Did I use the little trees on the last booth? I did not. Okay. Think. Where did I last use them? Betcha I used them back here. Yes, I did. Okay. Yo, argo. Nope. There we go. You are going to come with me. And we are going to come over here. Oh, you know, I wonder if I used them on the bathroom. It's possible. Turn that off. Okay. So you can go there. And you can go there. Alrighty, now you, my friend, kind of go there. And there. Okay, that's not so bad. Did I put you in a work zone? But you yourself, did I put you in a work zone? I know you're bored. I'm sorry you're bored. Okay, you are in the proper work zone. Good, good. Okay. Now we will finish landscaping this guy. I am so excited for pizza tonight. And I feel really sad about being that excited for pizza. We're making pizza tonight. I guess I should clarify. Like, I would have started a little bit sooner this morning because we didn't take the dogs to the park again this morning. Husband's like, it's too cold. It's like, I don't want to stand around out there in the cold. So, we took them up front at our house. And then I had to make pizza dough, which took not too much time, but Bean also didn't wake me up at 5:30 this morning, so... Or if he tried to, I completely fell back asleep immediately. Don't know. I had to take like almost half a dose of Benadryl last night because the allergies were just so terrible. I'm not happy with that. Maybe I don't curve it. It doesn't overlap that much. I don't think we'll have people really clipping into it all that badly. Okay, give me that. Snuffles, get off that windowsill. You're gonna get stuck. Again. My husband's desk is like right up against the one window. And it's the window that has the widest windowsill in this house. And she's a rather rotund Shih Tzu that we ended up with. The mother-in-law ended up with this dog. So his one aunt, this elderly couple couldn't take care of the dog anymore, and it sounds like they used to breed her, so somebody else was taking care of the dog, and then they couldn't anymore, and his one aunt ended up with the dog because she felt bad, but she couldn't really keep the dog because she had her own dogs, and I don't know if her husband was like, no, this is too much dog or whatever. I don't know. So then his mom's like, oh, I'll take her, while traveling around in this small RV with her other sister, who at the time had a... Was this after the Rottweiler passed away? Yeah, it would have had to have been. After her Rottweiler passed away, and she just had a Doberman, a full-sized Doberman, in this RV. His mom decided to get this, or take this Shih Tzu in, and was putting her in the top bunk above the driver passenger seats with her, and I'm like, that dog is gonna fall out and hurt herself. She's crazy. And she's not the smartest pupper in the dog park. I will say that. And we have firsthand experience with that. And what's the saying? What's the Southern saying? Bless her heart. The dogs, not the mother-in-laws. You know, she's gonna fall. And then Zuzu's litter brother, who we had both of them, ended up passing away due to medical issues. And the next time, like when the mother-in-law was here with that Shih Tzu, Momo wasn't happy about it. So because Momo wasn't happy about it, Zuzu wasn't happy about it. And they were constantly like yippee barking at her and stuff. And I'm like, oh my god, you guys, chill. And then after his brother passed, he ended up bonding with her to the point where when his mom was here, animal sitting or whatever, she had come to animal sit while we were away, and she had the Shih Tzu in here with her. Just moving this out of the construction zone. Zuzu, she took the dog to go get a trim? To get a bath? Something. She took the dog to the groomers. The dog was gone like 3 or 4 hours. Zuzu was losing his mind. Like, he kept going to the door. He was whining. He was so distraught. We're like, dude, what the hell? And at first we thought it was his mom having left. But then we figured out it was because of then they were calling the dog Sweetie Pie. I named the dog Snuffles because she sounds like she's constantly snuffling. I need to get the color from over here. And it was just absolutely wild. So before his mom left, we had to end up telling her, well, we need to hold on to the dog because Zuzu's gonna lose his ever-loving mind if you leave with the dog. So now we have the dog. Hopefully this color stays. So it's just a couple shades off of the other brown. So like this is my trim brown that goes with the pink, so it's just a little bit lighter. It's a little more grayed out version of it. But it matches the tropical rocks fairly well. So I think I'm going to do something similar to what we did over here, just these guys aren't going to be raised up on a platform like the other side was. Right, so oh, what was it? Was the burrowing? There it is. Okay. So largest insect native to the scrublands and to dry forests of northern Australia. They measure approximately color, digging burrows in sandy earth. So temperate. Oh, they're temperate. Oh, this might not be the right color. Shit. Australia. Huh. Temperate. Okay. I'm probably gonna have to color match a new rock. Okay. Alright. Yeah, probably. Okay, so I'm gonna stick you right here temporarily. Yeah, I'm gonna have to change the color on that. Okay. So for some reason I was thinking they would be a similar biome. They're very much not. Very much not. Okay. Hold on 1 second. Husband messaged me. No. Just 1 second, you guys. Husband's asking me something to our texting chat. Okay, so we need to, nope, we need to try to color match this guy. Okay, so let's go to our color wheel here. Oh, that's not bad, actually, by accident. That's not bad. Entirely by accident. Okay. Alright, let's try this one. Okay. Is he still typing? Okay. Okay. Now the grout color. Should we be a little bit darker? Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. I'm feeling that. Okay. Alright, so now. Right? Like that looks pretty. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay. So now over to here. Okay. Sorry, he was making a joke about something. And I was kind of joking back about it. Okay, so I need... Oh, nope. Tabbed out for 1 second and the mouse went crazy. Okay, so I need this guy. Alright, so did I go... I think I was on the outside edge. On the other guys, right? I think that's how I did it. Let's go check. Yeah, I was sitting on the outside edge. The guest's feet might end up clipping into that. But we're just gonna pretend that that's not a problem. Okay. Now, we are going to grab all of these. Oh shit, hold on. Did it not? That's the mortar color. Okay, so brick color. Control C. Okay. There we go. Now I know I've got the right color. Alright, and our mortar color is that one. Okay. We need to change the shell color to... Wait, do we want the shell color to be the mortar color? No. Yeah, that's a bit better. Sorry, that stupid line is flickering. I haven't been able to get it to stop doing that. I don't know what's triggering that to happen. But it is deeply annoying. At least to me. Like, because it doesn't always flicker. Sometimes it's solid. Okay. Alright, we need to go back into edit mode. Okay, so I'm gonna have to redo this again. Okay, so that, and that. Okay, we're gonna flip this sideways. Okay, so there's that. I need an archway. I want it to sit back. I don't know. Where do I want this to be? On this one. I think on this one I'm gonna put that there. Put that one there. No, you know what? I need... Where is it? And this across the back. And then that can go there. And I need a door. What? I think I remember what door I used over here. Yeah, that's the door I thought. Okay, so we're gonna grab a door. And I'm gonna slide this down into... Oh, just need the right angle. Come on. Just don't want their feet to clip through. Okay, so there's that. Now, I want the same door on the other side. Okay. Did I really do much back here to... Oh! Really? I'm dumb. How did I forget that? I don't know how, but I did. Okay. Inefficient. Why is your scenery rating only 90? That's crazy. Well, you know what? You're just gonna be inefficient. We are on sandbox. I'm not that worried about monetary gains on this one at all. So, alright, we know what's going here now. We can get rid of all of those. Okay. Now, how do I want to handle this? Okay, so let me grab this. You know what? Yeah, let's just scenery piece it. And I'm gonna bring you with me. And we'll make adjustments where necessary. I do like having some sort of shade or something. Like covering this where we can. Alright, so this piece where my walkway is much more narrow here. Alright, so I am... You know what? I'm gonna move you to just over here. And I'm going to grab you two. And maybe those two. Alright, so I want to duplicate that bit. Alright. Maybe starting you about there. But that makes you float just a bit, but I can take care of that. That's not like a huge problem. Question is, do I want you... Yeah, I think you look better in the grass. So that's fine. Okay, so I would need to grab you and you and you. Basically everybody but the end piece, I think. Right, so that you kind of fit here. Okay, so we do that. Like my widths are not widthing very well. At least on that piece. That's not a huge deal though. Did you just flicker? Yeah, you are flickering. Great. We're back to my friend Flicka. Okay. So then to kind of pop you in there. Alright. Alright, now to come back and fix all of the flickery bits that are gonna drive me insane. Okay. First of all, let me grab you 3. Do I want them to be the grout color or do I want them to be the light color? How about we go with the lighter color? So who is actually doing the flickering? Is it you? I guess so, on that one. That one doesn't seem to be doing it. Please tell me your climbing's turned. Okay. Climbing is turned off. Alright, so you are gonna be that color. I mean, it does look... I'm not loving that part of this. So let me grab you three. Like, I'm not so worried about the top of it. Like, just enough. Perhaps. Oh, but that's why that was that way. Okay. To kind of hide that. Alright. Well, do I need that there, though? What if I grabbed this one? Like, that would make a little more sense, I think. To fill that in there. Right? Like, that feels a little bit better. Okay, these two pieces. What if we make these the mortar color? Would that even look right? Oh, we can completely... Because we modified the width. We can have complete shade over here. I mean, it would break it up. Let's see what one of these looks like. In the light color, though. Maybe I'll change my mind. I mean, it's not these... It's the same... It's the same color from the palette, but it's not. Like, how to explain this? You can put the same exact color code on multiple different items, but depending on what the item is made out of, it will slightly... It may slightly look different on the color itself. What did I do on the... I think I made the cassowary one. Yeah, I made the cassowary one the same color. You know what? I think we will. That might be like too steep of a color variation for my brain to ignore. Okay. So this one needs to go to that color. Okay. Now. You are causing all kinds of fussy flickers. You still might be flickering slightly. Potentially. I mean, that looked like a much darker shade when we were looking at it over there, and then to see it on the wood, it looks almost sandy. Okay, so that's probably a good positioning there. Okay. Actually, give me these two. I just want to drop them ever so slightly. Alright. Yeah. This guy. Like, you might as... Okay, so who's being dumb over here? Oh, whatever, that seemed to fix it. Alright, okay, now... bring it you. That one might need to just sit. I mean, I guess if I have it kind of even with the wall, I can kind of maybe tuck you in ever so slightly. And maybe I can bring you in just a little bit closer so you're not quite so weird about it. Okay. You, and you. Okay. So, all of you guys go to that color. 2, to that color. Okay. Now, okay, don't see any major issues there. This one. That needs to go to that. Okay, so this one's a little strange. That's about good, probably. Okay, now. Two, three, four, five. Okay. Oh, I missed one. Oops, doodles. Okay. That seems okay enough. We will see how this goes. So that's not so bad. It is dark under there, though. So we will need to do some lighting. It's gonna end up taking me out when I go to grab that, so I might as well. Okay, so do I want you to be here? Or... Alright, well let's kind of maybe just do it in the middle. Why are you? Oh, okay, you're not really. It just looks it. Okay. Can't remember how I lit the other talk point. I don't know if I specifically did, because those things, I think they have their own built-in light. I don't think it's very bright. So, they might not be completely lined up, but it's not terrible. Alright, this I can delete. And that I can delete. Since I don't need to color match that anymore. Okay, I didn't specifically put a light there. I did put a security camera in the back of that, though. So I do want to do the same over here. Okay. So yeah, we'll put you there. We need to put something on the roof of these guys. I think I just enclosed it with rocks. Oh no, I used the roof panels. I never did stick any of the rounded guys there. I just kind of tossed it up there and called it a day, I guess. I guess that's what I did. Alright, we need to redo our colors on that. So I don't think I can leave it flat there though. I think I might have to raise it up. Yeah, because that's gonna be a slight problem. 3, 4, 5. I mean, I guess I'm okay with it sitting like there. What does that look like up here? I mean, it's not terrible. I can probably grab our temperate rock bits here. Okay, I don't see it coming through the wall there. Oh wait, maybe I do. No, I don't. Okay. The back side doesn't matter as much. Not really. And it's not like a dead color match. Hey! Why are you being fussy? It's just Suzu stretching. He's sleeping. You don't need to be mad. That wasn't even Mr. Bean. My goodness, madam. Being all fussy for no reason. You be nice to your friend. You'd be sad without him. My goodness. Pissy ass dog. No one's allowed to touch her. Unless she keeps thinking that Mr. Bean is about to get her. Mr. Bean likes playing with her tail. Because she keeps wiggling it, and it looks like a fishing lure on the end of it. Okay. Is it a dead match? No, but it's pretty darn close. I think it's close enough, to be perfectly honest. Alright, Where do you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from? Alright, things that pop into my head. Okay, you cannot be too far inside there. Okay, so if we go with that, and then this guy. Maybe we put you there-ish. And, it's a very small $10 rock. And that's a very large $10 rock. And I feel like I'm gonna need something like back here just to kind of make sure that has something to sit on top of. Alright, now I didn't do the entryway like all the way to here. So I'm not sure. Oh gosh, all those rocks are attached. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's gonna be fine. I'm not putting this zoo up on the workshop, so. Oh, my janky ass building. Like, this is just for us. We don't need to put it up for the masses who've probably never ever heard of us. I think I did put the Tappy Feet Flamingo sign statue, zoo mascot that we made, is up on the workshop. there was talk of putting the other statues that I've made up there, but we have not yet done so. Don't know if I really need to bring the hedges that far over. It might not be a bad idea though. Just to kind of keep people from trying to climb on the Rockies. Although, let's face it, if somebody wants to climb the Rockies, they're gonna climb the Rockies. And not much of anything would stop that. Alright, I am going to recolor that section of pathway. Just, you know, make it a little bit different. Let's stand out a little bit. I don't think I can... Yeah, no. That's as far as I can take it in that direction. I mean, that's not so bad. Okay. I have another lampy posty come this way. And then probably one here. Okay. Although, I don't know. I'm not loving that there, actually. We'll see what else we can do. Okay, now I need to come over here to grab a few things. Starters. I want to grab that. Okay, we need to remove that. Senior rating's only 60%. Well, yeah, we haven't really done much over here yet. I don't believe I have a keeper assigned over here yet. I don't necessarily know you're bored. Is that what this is? Sent a keeper. Okay. Alright, we'll edit that. We will give you those as well. And now, I'm sure you will be mad that I have put so much more work on you. Let's see. Cockroach. Keeper. Okay. And we've got 2 different food stations. Oh, this was originally going to be its own keeper, but you know what? That's fine. Okay. How many? Alright, let me make a note here. So it's gonna be 77 to 86. And then 60 to 80. Alright, I'm just gonna pop that in the chat so I can keep track of it. Group size 1 to 6. Mating system monogamous, really? Okay. So do we want to put 6 in each one? Like 3 and 3, or do we want to just go 4? Maybe 4 in each one would be better. Alright, 2 females, 2 males. One male, 1 female, 1 male, 1 female. Okay, and then so that's 2 sets. 3 sets. 4. Well, 2 sets. That's the 3rd set? How many total do we have? 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4. You all are gonna go into this one. Okay. Now, this is cockroach 1. Okay. I just put everything in there. 'Cause why not? Now, temperature 77 to 86, so 80 is probably a good bet there. 60 to 80, humidity. How about 70? 70 feels like a good middle of the road. There. Okay, window 1. That is that window. Alright, I'm gonna put the 2D facade on that side. Window 2 is the back window. I'm gonna stick the 3D one back there. Nope, window 4 is going to, or window 3 is going to remain open. And blank with nothing on it, just clear glass, because then you can see into this side and it kind of makes it feel like it's one big thingy, even though it's not. And then window 4 is the, okay. Alright, staff, work zones. I thought we just added you to a work zone. Alright, we are going to manage the population. So we will just put sell for cash on those. Okay, I'm confused about the no work zone, because okay, it just hadn't updated. That's fine. Alright, now where were you all from? Oceania, Australia. Okay. So Oceania. Do we have an Oceania playlist? I mean, there's times it feels like this thing is in alphabetical order, and then other times where it is not. Oceania. Okay. Giant burrowing cockroach. Okay, so we need to figure out when we're doing this talk. When is the other talk? I think I've got the same person doing all 3 talks, don't I? Oh, we have trash here. That's not good. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Lazy bastards. Really? I gotta... Alright, tell you what, I'll put you there. And I don't really have a whole lot of room over here for... Maybe we put you there. I need a maintenance person. Hello? You. You need to go into here. And you need to... No. Go back. Excuse you. No. No. You need to clean that up. What the fuck am I paying you for? Excuse me. Hello? Excuse me. How are you not in a work zone?
Is he loose?
No. She went to go smoke and I put him up and I didn't go back and get him yet. Why aren't you going to clean the trash? Excuse me. Is someone else coming to clean the trash? Where are you going?
Probably going on the break. Speaking of which.
Alright. Give me 1 second, you guys. Give me 1 moment and I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. So, And then I forgot to do what I was over there doing. I have a couple of... caretakers. Hey, you! Get over here. No! Clean the trash. Is this like fake trash? Is it not really there? Why is nobody picking up this trash? Oh my god. I have multiple caretakers over here. What is happening? You're just standing in there. Did you clean it? Okay, good. Now, please clean the trash. Please? Please? Thank you. Holy hell, guys. For fuck's sake. Alright, here's September. Here's January. January, February. Let's make you April. Oh. Now. Is my educator still over here? No. Who are you? You're a keeper. Educator? I don't know where the educator is. Alright. Not a huge problem. Wait, he had a frowny face. Why? The staff room is so far away. Huh? Your staff room's literally right here. Okay, well, let's go back and look at it. Let me hit pause anyhow. How is that so far away? It's literally right there. Do I need to add another one? I'm so confused. Because this one's not in yours. It's literally right there. I don't know how much closer I can get, my guy. I did add all of those on there, right? Now I'm second guessing my brain. Okay. Okay. And that. And that. Oh, wait. Just so it's not so many talks happening. That makes a little more sense. Okay. Alright, that has been assigned. What did I do? Ossuary litter. Alright, so. We've got that added in. I'm gonna add you to that work staff building. Just you don't start bitching about being tired. I'm not sure if I need to hire one more person for that zone. It might be okay. Okay. This I can remove. Oh, no! Dang it. Seriously? Okay. That's dumb. But I do dumb things sometimes. Okay. Alright. How's this one doing? Alright, we're all nice and happy. Okay. Well, this is going to be cockroach 2. And, 1, 2, 3, 4. You all are gonna come on into here. Okay, so we said 77 to 86. And then 60 to 80. 70. Where's window 1? Alright, window 1 we're gonna leave open. Because see, like when you stand here and you kind of look in, you can see the other stuff on that side. So to me it just kind of feels like an extension, and it makes it feel like it's like a longer tank than it is kind of thing. It probably doesn't, but in my brain I like to think that that's what it's doing. Are we okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Snuffles is stuff.
Oh. I thought it was Zuzu for a second. Oh. Staff work zone. But you are in a work zone. It's just because it hasn't registered the animals being in there yet? I mean, maybe. manage. Okay. There is that one. Oh. Sorry, he brought me something back to eat, so I am eating real quick. I do apologize for that. Okay. So, this guy. And then we'll pull that forward a little bit. Okay, this needs to be changed to that. And we're going to pull you over to here. Excuse me. Okay. And then we're gonna bring you to about there, and then your friend about there. Okay. So we still have to spruce this joint up a bit. Now, the other one was at 100%. Probably because of all the vines and stuff hanging down and everything. We'll see what we have available over here when we get there. Because, I mean, I still have to do the little garden area in front of it. Now, I didn't add any sort of archways to the outside of this. Not sure if I want to. I don't know. I'm just not sure. Okay, so give me 1, 2, 3, 4. So somebody followed earlier and the thing popped up, but I didn't hear the noise.
I don't know then.
I don't know
I'll
either.
try to go check your Bob later to see if it showed up.
Okay. Okay, so 11, 10. I need to make a note of that. Okay. Note has been made. Alright, so let's add all of our stuff into here.
I'm gonna let beans out, and then I have to go put water in there, apparently.
No, don't let them out. No.
One second.
It's 1:12?
Oh. I did not realize it was that late.
Yeah, you were gone for a long time.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, so our temperature. Sorry, I have to keep referring to it. Alright, and then this one was 70. Okay. So that is window 1. If you don't click OK when you make a selection in here, if you do that and then just click off of it. Oh, it stayed. Before it wasn't staying. Making a liar out of me, never mind. Before I've had it not stay. Alright then, maybe it was fixed. Okay. And this is cockroach 3. I mean, I suppose I could have done 2 centipedes and 2 cockroaches, but then it would have been weird about making the sign and all, so. It's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, my water bottle just crinkled. Okay. Alright, that is going to be... $80. And that is going to be 70. Alright, so window 1's going to be open. So, I mean, you can do the 3D facade on 2 sides if you want, and it's not bad. I just kind of wanted to do the 2D facade on this set. I feel like I don't use it enough. Okay. Yeah, you are still at... You're at 65. Okay, so you lot are... Australia, Oceania, and Temperate. You had a snack, buddy. Daddy got one just for you and Snuffles. Don't act like you didn't get nothing. So... I don't know. I mean, I kind of don't mind it being on the inside. And I kind of feel like I need something there. I think I just had it open over here, didn't I? No, I did have a short bit of wall there. Okay, so if we were to do that... So I'm not sure which side I would prefer that on. I kind of feel like the inside. Like, I don't have to do the thing. Like, not really. That does look a certain way, doesn't it? 2, 3, 4, 5. Fortunately, I need to split it to sync it. Just trying to make sure that the arch isn't flickering in there. I mean, it's not bad. What did it bring the senior rating up to? 70. Okay, so if we're gonna... do that. I feel like... how are we gonna handle this? I need... to rotate this. Okay, so perhaps we kinda do that. I wonder if I can get you to line up. No. Well, maybe. Oh, no, you're facing the right way. Like, that would be pretty close, right? Hi, buddy. It's not time yet. I know you don't believe me. I know you don't. But it's not time yet. I promise. We will go to the working place shortly. It's just not quite time yet. No, you don't have to be angry. I know. I was all set to go this morning. That's actually... That's not bad. I mean, that spot's a little noticeable, but once we landscape in front of it, I think we'll be okay. The big question is, what do I do with this? Because we've got this over here. Maybe I bring this to like here? Or even to like here? No, I guess I would need to like kind of corner it off there. So like that's its own separated thing. And then down here, we could maybe take the hedge, like to here maybe, and like stop it where that is. Perhaps you do's? Alright, so let's see what we got here. I mean, this is pretty big. It might just be a little too large. Or, that space. Oh, that's a big guy. Actually, all of you are sticking through the fence a bit. This guy. Okay, that's not terrible. Maybe I can put you there. Damn, that's attached to that. We're at 72, so I don't think those are really doing much for you over here. That's fine. We should be able to bump it to 100 once we do our landscaping out front here. I think that shouldn't be too much trouble. We're just not done yet, that's all. Alright, so this we're gonna try to rotate in through here. Okay. That's pretty good there. And over the line just a little bit, but I think we're okay for the most part. You kind of need to bring that back in line though here. Okay, so that is not enough. How far over are we? Not much. Just barely on that last piece. And as long as it doesn't look like anybody's gonna clip into it, then I can try to cope with that. But you keep looking like you're trying to come further and further out here. Friend? Like with each shrubbery placement. No, that's not what I wanted. It's not what I wanted. Okay, so put you there and say maybe to there. That might be too... It's not too much. That might not be so bad. But it's not quite lined up here. So if we go with that, I get rid of that one. And I put you there. This guy. There we go. Alright, I can live with that. I think we can make that work. Alright, now we've got something on this back side of this path to get some people to filter this way from this food court area. We'll probably get more people coming in when we put the cat house in. I still need to finish this keeper hut and the cockroach area. But I think... Oh, I didn't finish landscaping over here. Dang it. That was dumb. Jeez. Forgetting I have to turn climbing off on these trees. I thought I had done that. So I'm like super confused about that. Maybe I didn't save where I thought I had saved. I don't know. Alright, so maybe I put... that guy there. And we put another... maybe here. Just to kind of bring some tallness and some color back in there. Okay. Jeez Louise. Okay, I guess I just missed this one. So maybe that one there. Maybe that one there. Like, I don't want to go too crazy on the landscaping up here. That's not so bad. We don't have to have shrubbery covering every square inch. But I think we are going to call it there today. So we finished up our bathroom today. And we finished, well, we decorated the information booth. And we got to work on the cockroaches. We still have a little bit more to do on the cockroaches. I need to landscape around the back side of it and put our sign in up front here. And then landscape out this whole section here. We need to add some donation buckets. Maybe 1 or 2 more security cameras and some benches and some trash cans. And then we'll be able to wrap up the cockroaches. And from there, we'll start plotting out the cat house. And I don't know how much room I need yet for the cat house. I'm thinking maybe we can have the one smaller cat viewing on this side, the other smaller cat viewing on this side, and maybe like a hallway back to maybe the I think I'd put Cheetah down, but we might do Caracal instead, because that doesn't need as much room as the Cheetah does, but then the Cheetah's the larger draw, so I wasn't sure. Maybe we'll go with the Cheetah still. But like Sandcat, Pelicat, and then maybe Cheetah in the back of it. And try to do like a little center thingy with the Keeper Hut or something in there, perhaps. We will see. I know I didn't end up putting a bathroom right here. Maybe we'll have to do a bathroom inside the cat house. Like bathroom on one side, Keeper Hut on the other kind of situation. So I mean, we just have that bathroom there. And then we have the other bathroom here. That might be a little too far for some people. I might have to put in another one. Really don't want to put one right here though. Maybe I'll put it in here. I don't know. That's a problem for me for next week. I hope everybody has a good New Year's Eve. And that their new year starts out okay. And I will see everybody on Sunday. And we will be back with Dinkum on Sunday. So, everybody take care, stay safe. If you're going out celebrating, please don't drink and drive. It's not just your life you might be fucking with, you might fuck up somebody else's life that was just an innocent bystander. Don't be selfish. And I will see everybody on Sunday.